everybody, and welcome to W3L Wrestling Showdown here on the W3L network. I am Stevie Wizard, and we are getting prepared for our live events coming up in June. I'm sure you know the dates already, but if you don't, they're on Friday, June the 12th. We're going to be in Livingston at the Howden Park Centre for a show in conjunction with our good friends over at SSW. Saturday the 13th of June sees us return to the Community Centre in Buckhaven, and then Sunday the 14th of June we're at the St Aidan's Hall in Berwick-upon-Tweed. That's right, W3L is going to England, so if you are an English wrestling fan, you have no excuse not to come and see us live. As we revealed last week, we have a special guest for all these three shows. He is former TNA and WWE star Joe E. Legend, and he is certainly going to be looking to make an impact on these events, I am sure. Also on those shows will be the one to watch, Nathan Reynolds. Since winning the W3L Heavyweight Championship back in the November of 2013, he has proven to be the definition of a fighting champion, willing to take on all challengers. And that is no exception this week here on Wrestling Showdown, because this week's match sees Nathan Reynolds defend his much coveted championship against Danny BOY Rodgers.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the corner to my left, the challenger, Danny BOY Rodgers! And in the corner to my right, he is the W3L Heavyweight Champion, Nathan Reynolds!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on Wrestling Showdown. And the much coveted W3L Heavyweight Championship is on the line. That man in the corner of the screen to the left, Nathan Reynolds, the one to watch. Winning his championship against the man in the black trunks, Danny BOY Rodgers. The regular viewers of the showdown will remember these two had a match for that title back in week 11. And this is Nathan Reynolds defending the championship. But Danny BOY Rodgers got a fantastic showing. This match was very well received by the W3L fan base. And of course, it's convinced W3L management to give Rodgers a rematch in the most all-weather victories he has had leading up to this contest. And you can expect that Rodgers is going to have a slightly different game plan from the time he faced back in week 11. You know that learn from that match. Reynolds, well, learned from that match. We see Reynolds pretty much every week, it seems, almost here at the showdown. He's in there defending that W3L Heavyweight Championship. He of course has that open contract and will defend the belt against pretty much anybody who wants a shot. Because Danny BOY Rodgers definitely wants that opportunity to be the W3L Heavyweight Champion. Who doesn't want to stand atop the W3L mountain? Now look at that, slapping Reynolds in the face, just disrespecting him. And you really shouldn't disrespect a man who has been W3L Heavyweight Champion since November of 2013. Who has held that belt with a vice-like grip ever since. But Rodgers, the arrogance that he has imbued in him, and again slapping the face of Nathan Reynolds. I hope Rodgers knows what he's doing. And look at this, goes to the floor to escape, but Reynolds chasing after him. Rodgers probably the faster moving of the two. Reynolds most out to speed department, and he catches him. Rodgers thought he'd escape, but gets nailed and gets caught the clothesline, and again Nathan Reynolds more powerful of the two wrestlers in this contest, there is no doubt. Rodgers off the ropes and takes a drop kick, got caught right under the chin, and you see goes to the floor, and the frustration evident in Danny BOY Rodgers there. And clearly his attempts to disrespect Reynolds, to maybe psych him out so by slapping him in the face, have not worked, because Reynolds has just got fired up. And Rodgers staying on the floor, trying to keep back. Reynolds desperately wants hold of him. Just to knock lumps out of him. And the demonstrating referee explaining that he has to wait and look at this. Rodgers sneaking up behind him. Rodgers going to get him from behind. But no, Nathan Reynolds catches him. And Danny BOY Rodgers rolling back out again. Enough presence of mind not to stay in the ring when he could potentially get pinned. Or Reynolds would follow up the attack. Oh, and look at that cheap shot to Nathan Reynolds. He was hung on that middle rope. And Danny BOY Rodgers with a bulldog. Nathan Reynolds going face first in that unforgiving ring apron. Because there's no padding there. And it's nothing but wood and metal to have knocked Nathan Reynolds out cold. The referee Stevie Wizard checking him on the floor. But Rodgers continued to assault and slammed him face first back at that ring apron again. Rodgers no stranger to shortcuts and to cheating, which we saw back in week 18 of the Showdown, with the match against Mike Russo, and attacking with a chair after the match. And they're set for a no disqualification contest at some point in the future here on the Showdown. And of course, depending how this match goes, 1, 2. Of course, if Rodgers gets that 3 count, that new DQ match will be for the W3L Heavyweight Championship. Of course, wanting to beat Nathan Reynolds and actually beating Nathan Reynolds are two completely different things. Rodgers sitting head first in that top turnbuckle. And a hard Irish whip, and Nathan Reynolds couldn't even remain vertical. And Rodgers a boot to the side of the head. Nathan Reynolds a powerful man. We've seen this before here on the Showdown, as he's been taking on all sorts of challengers. Rodgers used the speed that he has, speed advantage, and of course all the chicanery that he knows. So as their second leg drop, and lands that big third leg drop, jumps it there, gets fantastic height, but only gets a 2 as a performance for shouting his own name before hitting that third leg. Just to remind everybody who he is. And now look, it applies the Cobra Clutch. It'll work on the neck of Nathan Reynolds to maybe cut off some of the oxygen supply getting his lungs. And Nathan Reynolds, the man who of course trains for functionality. He's a powerfully set man. Reynolds hits the drop kick. If Nathan has all his biometrics. He's not there to have a sculpted physique necessarily. He's not trying to win Mr. Universe. He's a professional wrestler, and damn proud of it. So he's a thick set man, but it certainly works for him. Danny BOY Rodgers not happy with the count. He's seen a little faster, but of course, if you say one thing about Stevie Wizard, he is definitely consistent when it comes to his counts. Now back to the corner, and see Rodgers kicking at the lungs there, trying to make that oxygen leave his lungs. Hard to breathe, if you ever cracked the rib, you know how difficult that is. Rodgers measuring the champion. Could be a mistake. We've seen Reynolds fight from the bottom before. We've seen the opportunities that he's taken where his opponent goes for a cover here. 2. And 2 for Danny BOY Rodgers. Where an opponent gives Nathan Reynolds a couple of seconds to regain his composure, it's all the champion needs to fire back. I think if there's one thing we've learned over the weeks here in Wrestling Showdown watching Nathan Reynolds, is that you have to stay on him to keep the advantage up constantly. And Rodgers for the axe handle again goes to the cover. 1, 2. And Reynolds kicked out of that one. And Rodgers again annoyed, spending time arguing with the referee. Should be staying on Nathan Reynolds. Again, you'll get to hold the title for as long as he has, without having some reserves of energy and able to fight back against all oppositions. Rodgers perched up high. Look off the top again. And Reynolds, there's just what I was talking about, took the opportunity, those few seconds grace as Danny BOY Rodgers argued with the referee and trying Tomicals to fire back those amazing reserves that he has. And he sets Rodgers up and lands the superplex. And what is that taken out of both men? Rodgers, that's the biggest thing he's taken the match so far. You see the anguish on Reynolds though. I mean, that's not a soft landing for him either, coming off the middle turnbuckle like that. The referee applying the count, and Reynolds trying to get the crowd fired up. as he feeds off their energy. The crowd celebrate with Nathan Reynolds. They enjoy watching this man in action. To be honest, who wouldn't? Nathan Reynolds, man with the heart of a lion, and not just on the front of the singlet. And those massive hands, those haymakers. Rodgers swing wildly. Both men just hammering each other with shots. And Reynolds catches him on a suplex. Superb overhead belly to belly suplex. Like a main jelly trains for functionality, he is power personified. Doesn't need that sculpted body. Why would he? As he nails Danny BOY Rodgers with that spinebuster. Goes to the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Danny BOY Rodgers kicking out. Because here's a man that is world championship material. It's a guarantee, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting better and better. More and more promoters are wanting Danny BOY Rodgers on their shows. There's all the ability in the world as he pulls Nathan Reynolds down, banging his head on the canvas. It's unfortunate that Rodgers has such a foul attitude. And Roddy Steele have been becoming some of allies as of late, it seems. Those two MSI attitudes. They're just slowly measuring Nathan Reynolds, stretching out his legs. I think he can come off the top rope here, but he's taking his sweet time. And he goes upstairs, and Reynolds took advantage of Rodgers' hesitation. That one forearm to the lower back, and well, let's hope Rodgers doesn't have a date later on tonight, so I'm saying Nathan will try and gain a bit of space, shake off the damage that he's taken. You see Rodgers firing back with tenacity in this man. Again, he's a heck of a talent. He goes upstairs, going for the backflip, lands, and a spear, and Nathan Reynolds cuts him in half. This is going to be all. The one to watch retains the championship here. No! Danny BOY Rodgers kicked out of that one. Where did he get those resolves from? Nathan Reynolds split him in two with that spear, but Danny BOY Rodgers able to kick out of that one. I thought that was for sure the end of this contest. And even Nathan Reynolds is stunned. I think very slow to follow up on this one. He's questioning the ref. Can't quite believe it. That spear has beaten many an opponent many a time here on the Showdown. And Reynolds is going to the top rope. Maybe he feels that he has to take a page off a different playbook, perhaps. Rodgers back to his feet, and Reynolds takes the super kick. Rodgers out of nowhere with that one. 1, 2, oh, but only 2. Nathan Reynolds, not a man that often comes off the top rope, was slightly hesitant, and Danny BOY Rodgers throwing a fit. He feels that he should have been champion. That super kick caught Nathan Reynolds flush in the chin. But Danny BOY Rodgers is unable to put him away. A couple more moves should probably do it, I would imagine. And Rodgers has to be thinking, what can I do? I've caught him with some of my best stuff, and he is still kicking out. And Reynolds, he's firing back. Look at this, shots to Danny BOY Rodgers. Rodgers hits the far corner. And Reynolds charging in. Rodgers has the speed advantage and a drop kick. But up close, of course, Reynolds crashing hard at those turnbuckles. Rodgers setting up, but Reynolds sends over on the apron with the banderas. And look at this, Rodgers again, every opportunity to catch him, comes off the top rope, and a spear from mid-air. Danny BOY Rodgers down there. 1, 2, 3, and that's done it. Nathan Reynolds retains the championship with that fantastic spear.
And still, W3L Heavyweight Champion, Nathan Reynolds!
So the champion retains is telling a fantastic match here this week on Wrestling Showdown. So ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Reynolds retains the W3L Heavyweight Championship, and he will march into our June events as defending champion. Remember, those 3 events coming up in June are on Friday the 12th, we're in Livingston with SSW. Saturday the 13th, we are in Buckhaven. And then Sunday the 14th, we are going to be in Berwick upon Tweed. Nathan Reynolds will be in action on all 3 shows, as will all your favourite W3L stars, and our special guest for the weekend, Joe E. Legend. Speaking of Joe E. Legend, one of his demands to W3L management for being used for these 3 shows is that he receives an opportunity to challenge for the W3L Heavyweight Championship. This could very well be Nathan Reynolds' biggest test of his career, and it's certainly a match that I am looking forward to. What event will it occur on? that Reynolds versus Joey Legend title match. To find that out, remember and stay here on Wrestling Showdown every single week. If you subscribe on YouTube, it'll come to you automatically, so you don't have to go raking about for it. Also head to our website W3Lwrestling.com. You can get tickets for our June events, as well as our DVD releases and so much more. So prepare to join us in June for these 3 events, and then come back here in 7 days' time for more action on Wrestling Showdown.